What is going on, everybody? So a lot of people are out there, and for some reason they're saying like iOS 12 is like amazing, it's phenomenal, it's perfect, it's this and that. And in my opinion, it's actually very ordinary. That's like the perfect word I can think of. It's very normal. It's not mind-blowing or mind-boggling at all. I will say it definitely fixed a lot of bugs, and it's definitely an improvement from iOS 11, but I don't think it's like the greatest thing that's ever been invented. I think it's still lacking a lot in terms of OS. And I understand iOS 12 was not supposed to be like an iOS redesign. It was supposed to be just like bug fixing and fixing what iOS 11 pretty much broke. But they really didn't bring too many crazy features if you really think about it. Now, they brought group FaceTime, which is cool. And they brought screen time as well, which is pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to use it once they kind of fix it up a little bit. There's still a couple bugs with it. But other than that, I mean, I don't really see myself, bragging to people of how amazing this OS is. And I think that's one thing that Android really has going for it, is because there's so many cool features with it. And I just want to explain a couple of what Apple could possibly do. Now, obviously, dark mode, everybody's going to say it. They still haven't included it in yet, which is really dumb. But, what more can we do? We've already explained it to them 100,000 different ways that we want it. They're probably going to bring it in iOS 13, but it's still weird that they have not brought it in yet on this. Another cool thing that they really didn't, bring into iOS 12 was new toggles for the control center. I feel like they really could have brought something new, but they're pretty much all the same thing. They did bring a couple new ones, I think. Like, they're still very, very basic. I'm really surprised. I feel like a really cool one could be like a location toggle, kind of like what Android has. Their location toggles are awesome, so then you can like literally turn on and off your location, whether you want it on or off. That's an amazing thing, and I really wish they brought it in so we don't, because sometimes, you don't want your location on. Especially some apps have been actually shown of using our data and our location data and actually like making money off it, which is not a really good thing to do on their part. And it'd be really cool if we could physically turn that off in the control center without having to go to settings every time. And there's so many other features too. Another thing within the control center is if we can turn on and off Bluetooth, just from here, it's still only temporarily disconnecting or disconnecting, whatever. I really wish we can have a setting in the settings panel or somewhere that we can actually turn it off fully, or we can have that option of whether we want that option or we want to take that off, because that's so annoying. And I thought they would fix it in iOS 12, but they still haven't done it yet. Another cool thing they could do within iOS to make it really like amazing is to kind of bring in what the iPad had in terms of multitasking. And I really don't think they could do split screen multitasking so we can have one app here and one app here. But what they could do, because the screen is so long, they could have one app on top and one app on the bottom. Kind of like what Android does, because Android does this sometimes on some phones. I think the Galaxies do it. I don't think every phone does it, but they're moving in that trend. And so far, no iPhone is able to do it. The iPads are, but the iPhones are not. And I really think that's an amazing feature. Just imagine having an app here and an app here, and you can be on watching YouTube up top and then going through Safari on the bottom. That would be really, really cool. So I think as a whole, iOS at this point is still lacking quite a bit. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's phenomenal. I've seen a lot of people saying those things, and they're allowed to say whatever they want to, but in my opinion, I honestly don't think it's the craziest thing ever. I definitely think it's an improvement, but it's still behind on what other Android and other OSs are supplying at this point. Like I said, I don't think it's the worst thing ever. At least they improved it from iOS 11. But we don't have the official version yet, so we don't know what they can add. But really, calling it perfect or calling it the greatest thing ever is just giving it too much credit, in my opinion. And that is pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, if you have anything else to add, whether you think I'm right or wrong, definitely leave it down in the comment section below. I'm going to go and fix my screen protector in a little bit because this is really bothering me. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the links in the description as well. My second channel, my Instagram, my Twitter, all that stuff is down there. I would really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.